Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai. President Jenny and Soroptimist sisters, it's a great privilege to be here today with you. It's part of our culture in New Zealand to introduce ourselves with a greeting and then to give you a bit of our lineage, and that will enable us to make a connection. That one? Okay. I just thought it was important for you to know where I came from. We are the first to see the world, and we're reasonably good at rugby. But more importantly, we come from a culture that is a culture of inclusion, and we New Zealanders are learning to embrace our Māori culture. And I would like to share with you one aspect of that, and it's called mana. Mana is your value as a person. You are born with that value, and nobody can take it away from you. Nobody. No matter what you are dished up, that is never taken away from you. However, if you bring down another person or criticise, you decrease your own mana, your own value. But you can increase the mana of another person by respect and by helping them. And that value is something that I hold dear as I learn more and more about our Māori culture, and as I wear te amo o ranganui kei te ao, the korawai, the cloak that I'm wearing today. So I would like to today take you through, get you to take 5, take time to reflect and to take time to act. The first one is to care for yourself. It's important to care for ourselves so that we are capable and strong. And I know that, when I first went on an aeroplane, I found it really strange that they said, when the oxygen mask falls down, attend to yourself first. But unless you do, and you're not capable and strong to help other people. And we at SI are looking at that, to be capable and strong. Now, we're looking at global communications, and in the audience somewhere is the wonderful Sarah Wilkin, who does our global communications work. We're looking at advocacy, and we have the wonderful Pat Black. We're looking at the President's Appeal, and I'm looking forward to sharing more about that with you, and that's going to be ably led by Sharon Fisher from Canada. We have administration and business and convention, and in the audience somewhere is our Deborah Thomas, our Global Executive Director, who does a wonderful job too. These staff, that's Sarah with communications, Francesca with advocacy, New Caroline at the Office for President's Appeal, led by Deborah, a wonderful, wonderful woman who will help us. We also have brought in leadership education because I'm an educator and I believe that education has enabled me to step up to this position, and I hope it's available for other people. So, take time to care for yourself. Then take time to be grateful. And I would like to say that I'm absolutely thrilled to be here in Glasgow to pass on to our international immediate past president, Anne Garvey, our thanks and gratitude to her. I am personally grateful to Anne. I'm personally grateful that she didn't greet me with a Glasgow kiss. It's a new thing I've learnt, but I'm also very grateful for the example that she's held. She has given us oratory skills, and she puts her hand up, she's passionate, and she has given us the foundation at SIHQ that enables me to pick up from that foundation she has created. It's just wonderful. She's also taught me a word called numpty, so I need to learn, don't be a numpty. So that's also part of my learning. But Anne, if you're in the audience, I would like to pass on in front of your home crowd, SI's grateful thanks for the work that you have done and the person you are. So may I ask you to join me. The third thing is about validating others, and I think it's really important that we all need to know that we're okay and we're doing fine. Now, the famous Oprah Winfrey at the end of her interviews, she said that she received one question, whether it be from a president or a criminal, when she'd done an interview with them. And that question was that okay? We all need to know that what we've done is of value. And so I thought I would go through some SIGB stars. People I have met that I know are ordinary Soroptimists who have done wonderful things. First of all, the first one I met would be the person who offered me hospitality. First thing she said to me is, "Come on in." And Anne Dawson, the hardest question you have to answer with Anne Dawson is it going to be red or white? So I would like to thank Anne Dawson for her hospitality. The second star is somebody very passionate. And this is the lesson I've learned here. You give the right person the job, that she will excel and step up to it. And Maureen Maguire is a person I learnt about passion, and when she stood in Cambridge and spoke about governance and finance, she was the right person for the job, and I thank Maureen for what she did then. The third one is my learning of appreciation of Soroptimists who have a different brain function. People who understand finance and constitution have a different brain function, and I have learnt a lot from this particular person. And Carwyn Winhels not only has I agree, she is absolutely fantastic, and that she can go for the minute detail and still be a compassionate, caring person, and I have really enjoyed knowing Carwyn. The next lesson I learnt was having a Soroptimist sister who shows unconditional support and is there at the very moment when you need it. Now, I am standing here because of one visit that I made to Bosnia. When I went to Bosnia in 2004, I decided that I could not be a Soroptimist. And the reason I went to Bosnia was because of Kate Moore. I was about to give up on going to Bosnia because the price was getting more and then higher and higher. And then I had this email come that said, "Would you share with me?" And it made it possible for me to go to Bosnia. Now, I don't think Kate will ever know what a difference, well, she maybe has because we've talked a lot, what a difference that made to my life. And so when I have moments that are a little flat, I think of Bosnia and the work that we do for women and girls. There is another star, somebody I hold in very high esteem, somebody I actually think in times when I get a little hit up, very emotional, because I live near the water. And if you live near the water, you tend to cry. And, and so when I get sort of emotional, I think of this person. And I think calmly, and I think reasonably, and I slow myself down, and I take that lesson on. I have now what I call Jenny moments. When I sit there and I go, what would Jenny say? And I would like to thank you, Jenny, for the way that you have helped me and inspired me. So these ladies are all about mana of our organisation, the way we build them up, the way we look after each other. The other aspect, the reason for that, of course, is this is how we increase our membership. This is how we get other people to join us, because we care for each other. So if you have offered hospitality or been offered hospitality, that's wonderful. If you're not happy with something, you do it. Look in the mirror and say, I can do that, and step up. I encourage you to do so. The next take 5 is give and receive. And most of us get real satisfaction if we reach beyond ourselves. We are privileged to serve. And I think that the President's appeal in 2015 to 17, a President's appeal to educate, to lead in Nepal, we're going to make a difference, as we heard today from our little Nepali Soroptimist. Little because she's actually shorter than me. I know about earthquakes. That's why Nepal. I come from Christchurch, New Zealand, and my family were involved, very much so, in the earthquakes there. It takes time and the world moves on, and so we need to stay with Nepal and help it regrow.